Hey, what's up? It's Whistle, and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. I know it has been a little bit since our last video, and I've been missing this game, so I figured I may as well go ahead and record it so we can get going on our city again. Last video, we got our city started a little bit. Nothing super crazy here, just got a nice little village going with a granary. We got some fields going, as well as a forester and a storage and a charcoal maker. Sorry, I'm forgetting the names for everything. So, I think in this one, what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to expand up into this area a little bit. I think I'm going to get another forester. Probably chop down all of this stuff, which I will get started on once that lightning stops and I can see. So we'll get rid of all of this stuff. And that is on fire. Is anyone going to put that out? Let's see. Yes, we're good. So, yeah, anyway, that is where we last left off. So we're going to continue to build. In this game, there is dragon attacks as well as Viking attacks. So throughout time as we go, we're going to get little notifications up here that are going to say something along the lines of dragon attack in 1 year, or Vikings coming in 3 years, or something like that. So we will need to start preparing for that eventually, but I don't think that's happening quite yet. Plus, with what our city is at right now, we can rebuild pretty quickly, so I am not terribly worried. So I'm going to go ahead and build a couple roads here. I'm going to be sure to stay in the non-fertile ground, so this nice light green here, because I can't put farms there, whereas here I could, still put some fields here if I decide that I want to. Which, thinking of, I'm actually going to go ahead and I need gold for the windmill. Never mind. How much until... Ooh, I can do the treasure room. Fantastic. So I'm going to build a treasure room, and I'm going to put it right next to the castle. Oopsies. Well, once I make sure... Yep, that is the outside. So I don't know if you saw that, but when I placed this... let me try to show you again. The castle did change a little bit. It looks like it's still staying as it currently is. It's not reverting at all, but once I place this down, the castle did get just a little bit larger. It got these corners on there. So with all of these blocks here, the advanced town, if I start connecting these to our castle, the look of it will change a little bit. And the same with, the Great Hall, the barracks, and Archer School, which creates some troops for us. So those will all change castle design and size. So I think I'm going to leave all this area down here for castles, or for castle growth rather. And then we could put some farms and such here probably. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Is everybody having a wonderful day? I sure hope so. I know I did. Oops. And we'll put that down as well. So we have 44 people in our little village, with a total of 44 beds as well. So adding another 12 will just expand our population just a little bit. I still think we're plus 42 on food, so we have plenty of food. And we do also have all this green area here, should we ever need, or when we need to expand our farms, I guess. Alrighty, let's, I'm going to go ahead and just take a look at this, see if it's anything useful. So we'll start with agriculture. Sire, it took too long to store our harvest. Some of it was ruined by winter. Improving paths to a granary would help. I think I already have that. And I believe that was from the winter we went into, and this was not quite built yet. So that is good. And then what does this say? That's saying good morning. And so is our military, which is to be expected from the military because we don't have one set up yet. I am going to go ahead and put a well here. So you want to spread your wells around in the city. There is this radius here, which is the effective radius that it will be able to put out fires. So you don't want to start putting stuff, all the way out here if you don't have a water source, because if stuff catches on fire, you're going to be in for a lot of trouble as the city tries to catch that, because all of your buildings can wind up just burning, and it's just a really bad time. Plus, it does mean that the head of household, who goes and gathers the supplies, doesn't have to go quite as far in order to get them. So let's see. Let's get another I can find it. There we go. I'm going to get another forester up in here. Let's see. Is that spot reachable by the water? No, it is not. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just chop. Straight line there. We'll be able to see. And I don't know if you guys can really tell in the video, but there are a couple different trees. So this has 3 trees in it. Actually, it looks like 4, but I think it's supposed to be 3. This tile here only has 2, and then there's like this tile here that has 1. So the amount of trees in the tile does actually increase the amount of wood you get out of it. Each tree is 2, so a tile can have anywhere from 2 to 6 wood in it. So cutting that densely packed stuff is going to be more important, obviously, to get more stuff. And we're going to be sure, at least until we get a military, to stay away from the wolf's den, because they will mess my guys up. The other thing that I could do is I could just put like a little wall around this. They won't be able to get out. But where's the fun in that? It's the fun in, conquering such. Okay, so we'll do that. Does our water? Yes. So if we put a forester right here. Perfect. So we'll get that building. We currently have 4 workers in this one. I do have 3 unemployed. So that will immediately go into here. We'll get 3 of those going. And then we're just going to have a lot of wood. Right now we're already plus 27 on wood. But I do want to start getting some walls built around our city. Just in case we get Viking attacks or anything. Because we can't defend currently. So I think if we go into this, where is my, let me see. Oh, tax rate. So I'm going to increase the tax rate. I think I'm going to go to 10%. Should keep happiness up, but we're going to keep an eye on that. Taxes are going to get us gold. So we have the gold down here. And gold will let us get stuff like a hospital, a church, a lot of the more endgame buildings. And it will also help us if and when we wind up getting armies, because you do need gold in order to recruit soldiers, as well as, put up defense posts and such. So having this treasury is going to be really important. Getting it down as early as you possibly can is always the best thing. Just because that'll just keep on going. And you can already see our happiness is down, but it looks like they just want a tavern. So we're going to go ahead and do that for them, because we care about our subjects here. I can find the tavern. Tavern. There we go. So the tavern has a nice big radius on it. And since we're planning on putting some housing up here, I think I'm going to get this tree cut down in this tile, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put our tavern right here. And then it will be able to get all of our housing that we have, as well as, I think, all of our future housing that we're going to put in this general area. So that way everybody is happy. Is that the only thing we're upset about? Yes, it is. And right now they're all healthy. This game does subject you to plagues every now and again. So it is important to make sure you have hospitals. Again, nice and spread out through your city, so that way they don't become overrun. They don't have to run from, say, they live down here and we have a hospital up here. They don't have to go all the way up there, because if you have the plague, you probably don't want to walk halfway across the island to get to the nearest hospital. Why are you not chopping? There we go. I must have clicked on the wrong tile or something. So that is my bad. We're going to go ahead and plop down a tavern here. I think that's the correct way. So that'll just increase their happiness, and if they're happy, they're more willing to pay their taxes. So the happier they are, the more stuff we give them to be happy, the more we can tax them. I think 10% is a pretty good spot to start, but I think you can go up as high as like 20, 25 if you give them enough stuff to do. Which once you're at that tax rate, the money's flying in pretty quick. So alrighty, and we just got our harvest there. How is food looking? So we're down 20. So we're going to just look at getting some more food. Not the end of the world. I think Oh, I can finally get the windmills. So we're going to go ahead and just start with that. You know what? I'm going to wait for the winter to end because I think I might have a better spot here. So as I said in the last episode, again, I know it was a while ago, this windmill will increase the productivity of adjacent farms. So you want to have it so that way you have 8 farms around it, because it will increase in a 3x3 area. So if we put it like right here, and then we can get another one down here, it'll be nice and efficient. All we need is a little roadway, which should be easy enough to do. That should be good. So go ahead, plop that on down there. And then I think I might also just take this road network here and just kind of sloppily extend it, at least for right now. And then that should let us put farms, hopefully, yes, down here. So, did I put that in the wrong spot? Nope, we were good. Yeah, we're good on that. So we'll go ahead and continue putting our farms down. And if we don't have enough citizens at the moment to work all of these farms, that's not the end of the world. But they will, they'll be able to plant some stuff as we get population up, which we're already full again. So let's build a couple more houses. And then we're going to get a lot more food. And once everything is built, you guys will see the difference. Can you enter that house if there's a well there? I don't know. Let's find out. But yeah, so once this is built, I believe the efficiency on this turns from... So right now we're at a 6, which I think all of these are at a 7 because they have a master worker on them. So the workers have levels. If I can click on one. What do you? So this is an agriculture apprentice. So they haven't been doing it for too long, but once they reach the rank of master, they will become more efficient with whatever they do. So that works for the lumberjacks. I believe it also works for the charcoal maker, and I know it works for the miner as well. So it just increase everything throughout the years, make everything more efficient. So you want to try to avoid switching people from job to job as much as possible. Obviously, if you have a mass die-off and you need people to work your farms, you just need people to work your farms. But otherwise, just try to keep them in the same position that they've been in. And it looks like we actually lost some produce there because we couldn't keep up with it because our produce storage is full. So let's build a couple more. Let's go here. And let's see. I can't build another one. That's fine. So we'll start with this one. It'll hold another 125 apples for us. And our granary is good. That's totally empty. And each of these houses will... each of the houses will store a little bit of grain as well. So they'll store up to 7 grain and 6 apples. And then once we unlock the fish, and I believe pork is the meat in this game, they'll be able to store some of that as well. So we'll have a lot of reserves with all the houses once we wind up getting them grown in. Okay, and that is open. So once we get workers in the windmill, you're going to see the productivity on these farms go up a little bit. I think it goes up to, if I'm remembering correctly, which we should be getting somebody shortly. And happiness is good. And health is good as well. We have 91% of our people are in access of fruits, which is interesting because the fruits and the grains are stored right next to each other. So I'm not sure why that number is so low, but you know, here we are. Our life expectancy is moderate. Once we increase, once we get hospitals, that will go up a little bit, as well as just some general happiness things. Okay, so I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, so I'm just going to wait again for the winter to end so I can see what the ground looks like. And I have plenty of wood. So I'm going to start building some castle wood blocks here. Long term, I definitely want to get some stone going, but I only have the one quarry, which is only giving us 24 stone per year. So we're going to need that to build some other stuff as we progress. But for right now, let's just go ahead and get a little bit of this going. You can build up. So by building up, and I think the wood you can only build up 3, if I'm reading that correctly. Let me see. Oops. I don't know what that message was, but if we build up at all, then our archer towers that we put on top, or our ballista towers, they're going to have a much higher range. So you can see right now they have a range of pretty much the whole area. So I'm going to put probably 2 here just to protect most of this stuff. And then I'm going to, let's see, where's another good spot for some more walls? Maybe over here? Let's put them, yeah, something like that should work. We'll go 1 higher because I only did 2. And yes, the error message that popped up was a message just saying that they can't because it's wood. So stone, you can go much, much taller with stone because it's sturdier. But yeah, so we'll get the 2 archer towers here, and those are going to be able to shoot. Again, this one can do our whole civilization at the moment, and this is going to be able to get over this way. So this will protect our main castle, which is the really important thing, as well as being able to shoot down Vikings if they wind up showing up, which pretty much right on cue. We do have a dragon attack coming. It's not giving me a time. It's just saying that it's coming. It looks like it's a ways away, so it's nothing to worry about at the moment. But if we're looking at this farm that I have pulled up here, you can see the windmill nearby is giving it a +3. Ooh, dragon sighted. Ooh, that's flying right over us. That's going to be exciting. It looks like it is a baby dragon, which is good. The dragons can get much bigger in this game. But it is still scary, because if they decide to start burning our stuff, we can't do too much. Because they don't take much damage. Oh, no. Yeah, they don't take much damage from the archers. So it's going to take a while for that to work. There is, as the game goes on, there are ballistas. So the ballista is going to do more damage to either Viking ships or dragons. So those are good to kind of scatter around the coast. Whereas archer towers tend to be a little bit better to just kind of scatter throughout your little city, just to protect you from some stuff like this. And as you can see, it's flying away. Did not burn a single thing, which is incredibly lucky for us, because I really don't feel like rebuilding all of this. Although lightning did struck a field, so I guess I spoke too soon. And we are at 78 people at the moment. So I'm going to probably build another windmill, again, just for sake of making these farms just a smidge more efficient. And our gold storage right now is at 11, so that's good. Okay, so I think the next thing I'm going to think about building once I get enough wood and gold, which we have the gold now, is going to be this swine herd. So as I was just talking about, that's going to raise pigs, which will give us meat. So just another food source. This game, the villagers get much happier if they have a couple different food sources, because, you know, who wants to eat the same thing all the time? Not me. That's super boring. So if we can just go ahead and give them that, which we have the stuff now for that. No, we don't. We need 1 more wood. Where is all my wood going? Oh, come on. Alrighty. So this doesn't need to be placed in fertile ground. So I'm going to just place this. Yeah, we'll do over here. Nice and out of the way. We can put a path over here. Just so they can get connected a little bit easier. Perfect. So that's going to wind up getting built. And we're going to be good. I'm going to take a look at the job priority as well, because I do want to make sure I'm going to put our archers up at the top, but close it off. So that way those 4 are working, and then we can just rehire them whenever we have an attack coming. And let's see if we can build... No, not another archer tower yet. Okay. So the town square is a good thing to build as well. I'm going to build that. That has a huge range. Wow. So I'm going to probably just plop that on down right here. If you read the little blurb about it, it just increases happiness for everybody and also will help attract new peasants, which means it will help grow our city. I do want to be careful not growing our city too quickly, otherwise we could wind up running into issues. But happiness is always a good thing. And if we don't have enough space for them to live, they're not going to live here. They're just going to show up and say, oh, I don't want to live here, and go away. And let's see. So our peasants want a church or a library. Can we afford either of them at the moment? I don't think so. We can do a cemetery. That's new. Cemeteries were not in the game when I played earlier, but it does make sense. I'm sure that will improve happiness at some point. How much is this? So that is 85 stone. That's going to take us a while. So is that. So I guess we'll put a little clinic in. Because who doesn't want to be healthier? Perfect. Just plop that on in there. And then we do have 15 years until our next dragon attack. So that's plenty of time for us to build up what we need to build up. Which again is probably just going to be some more archer towers. Yeah. I have another stone up here that I can mine, I think. I just can't see in the snow. Yeah, because there's nothing down here. So I have some stone there, which I don't want to get just because I don't want to ruin any of... we should be okay, actually, and that doesn't... So that'll only really interfere with this little path. So I think that's fine. So let's go ahead and chop those trees. Again, it will cut a little bit on that one, but I think it'll be worth it because then we can just get 2 more quarries, one on this side, one on this side, just so we can get stone a lot quicker. And then I do see another stone up here. And I thought there was, yeah, there's one more on this island all the way over here. But that's far away, also near Wolf Den. So that's going to be a bit later. I'll need an army to go in and clear out that Wolf Den. Cool. So that's coming along. So we're going to go ahead and put roads here. Great. And if I go to the industry, we'll just put down another quarry. And then one more quarry. Just like that. Yeah, and I can't fit a third on there, so let's get this connected up with the road. So in this game, along with, most other games like this, roads just make everybody move faster. So right now we have wood roads. These stone roads make them move so much faster, but I don't have much in the way of stone or gold at the moment, so that's just not super practical for me. And that might be something that as we expand, I'll just kind of pick some busier areas. So like if I have all of my farms here and my storage over here, I'll have like this stretch be stone, just so they move quicker. And then I can leave most of the other roads perfectly fine and not have to worry about it. And they're still upset about the church and the library. I hear you, little peasants. I am trying. We just don't have enough stone. So both of our quarries have 4 workers, which is fantastic. So these are... Yes, so this is giving us 20 stone per year, whereas this one is giving us 24, because all of the 4 workers in the quarry down here, those are all masters, so all of those give us +1, as well as being able to cut a little bit faster as well. So all in all, it's definitely more efficient to just leave everybody be and try not to switch jobs on them too much. Okay, do you have anything important to say? Alright, so we're growing more food than we can store. It's not the end of the world. But this person is saying that we don't have enough food, so I'm getting a little conflicting information, but I guess that kind of tends to happen when you're the ruler. And we already took care of that. Wonderful. So here, we do have our little swine herd going. So there are some piggies that are going to be able to give us meat. It does consume some wheat, but 4 wheat per year is really, really not that much. That's basically one farm will provide for this. So depending on how, let's see. Oh, this hasn't produced any pork yet. I think they're waiting to grow up. But depending on how this does, I might add another 1 or 2 because we have plenty of wheat. We're not able to store all of it, it looks like. So that won't be a bad idea. Plus, I do want to expand the farms at some point. And probably go ahead and put another windmill in. Ooh, I have enough for the library. Ooh, should I do the church or the hospital? Or church or library, I'm sorry. Where is the library? Oh, the library requires 75 gold. I think the church is probably the way to go for right now. So if I put this up here. I do wish this game had like a little arrow showing where the front door is, or the front of the building even. That would make connecting things a lot easier. But this game has been out for a little bit. I should just know which way things are facing. But it would be really helpful as you're learning, just to know what ways things are facing, because it's really easy, especially like with these cottages. I put this one here on purpose, but it's really easy to just put them facing the wrong way, and then you have 2 cottages facing each other, and then I don't think anyone can live in that because they can't get inside. So our church is almost done. So you can make donations to the church apparently with these tithes. I don't quite know what those do. I'm sure there's some kind of effect to them, but what they are, I have no idea, quite frankly. Okay, and we're starting to get some pork. If you saw the little splatter down there. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some more. Ooh, where do I want to start fishing? Where is the nearest? Okay, so I think I'm going to put this down here. This will start collecting fish for us. Oh, that's too far from paths. Of course, that would make sense. So we'll go like that. Let's head straight down here. They're going to start building those roads. I don't know why they were already on their way with so much stuff. Oh, because they're already starting to build. Okay. Did I build 2? I did build 2. I don't need to. We'll start with the 1. So that'll get the radius of fish going. Or the radius of these wild fish here. It's not as many as I have seen in this area, but it's the closest one, I think, to us. Except for this one that has more, but, you know, oh well, too late now. So it'll start making fish for us, which is just another food source. It'll make everybody just that much happier. Oh, and there was a recent plague infection, so I missed that. Oh, right here. Okay. Can I build a... I can build a hospital. So if I put the hospital right here, that will be able to help with our next one. I think the plague will probably wind up wiping through everything before a hospital is built, unfortunately. But yeah, for our next plague that we wind up getting, which there will be one, we will have a hospital built, which is fantastic. And I think I'm gonna see, can I build any more? Another produce storage. I don't think I need that, right? Because I have that one. Those are both full. Geez, how many apples are we making? I guess our peasants don't like apples too much, because they seem to be eating all of the wheat, but not really touching the apples. So that's not a problem. We're currently plus 33 on food, and that's before our fish and our pork are really being taken into account, so we're going to be good. But I think it might be worth getting a baker going. So baker's just going to turn wheat into bread, so again, just a different food for them. Bread also makes them a bit healthier. It will increase happiness. So, no gold with which to pay doctors. Oh, they need 36 gold per year. Those are some expensive doctors. Okay. What if we increase it to, let's try 20% and see if they start revolting on me. If happiness gets too low, they are going to start leaving the village, and then nobody's going to want to stay because they're going to see that everybody's, you know, cranky because they're paying so much money in taxes, which can't necessarily blame them. Let's see. So I don't have enough gold. It looks like I just pay all 36 gold all at once, and then they just kind of go, but I don't think I can afford this hospital at the moment, unfortunately. That's okay. If we need to, we can just get more citizens and get more tax dollars out of that, because we're getting a good amount of food, especially once this starts going up, as well as our swines. So yeah, let's start building this. Let's see, get another cottage or two going. Perfect. All right, yeah, so that'll be another 24 people that we can have living in our city. So that's good. And I think we have made quite a lot of progress in this video today. We unlocked 2 new sources of food. We expanded our farms. We got another lumberjack. We got 2 more quarries. A hospital. We got a treasure room so we can do some taxes, which, looking at real quick, I'm just going to lower down to 15. That will make them a bit happier. And we also got a baker. So once that gets staffed, we're going to start getting bread, and that is exciting stuff. So with all of that being said, I thank all of you for watching. I hope all of you have a great day and or night wherever you're at. If you liked the video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like, it would be super helpful. And if there's anything, if you're still watching at this point, if there's anything that you think that I could be doing better, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would like to start making these videos a bit better, and I am open to any kind of opinions you guys have. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Always do something kind.